A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
What the
Let's
fuck?
see.
Thingy.
That chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Wait, explores ako.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the
Milamog.
World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
Okay.
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The
Okay.
Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone
should I
needs to
choose?
break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
Mpa, wherefore, wewe, empaso dombubu bukoye.
He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
The wata tuluaba vuliwa.
He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace someone willing to fight against the tyranny of the Jagni.
Nuekek ujbar no barke.
Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Kotuvon ko konvunkono.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Oh. Wait. Oh.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
We go to the tunnel.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. Flex up.
All day.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the myriad tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war.
Oh, language,
He
eh?
can see you're a free spirit, so he'll let you in. The Sifu is always interested in meeting someone open to joining their cause.
Sibi? La fanen agin kan man. Geradna fal hutut mustugai la wute. Karap la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you.
Huh? Okay.
He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original WUNG-FU disciples. Your Muma invented WUNG-FU. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain.
Palam when denke.
The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions.
Platz, ro platz.
Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
Warning says the game's goal to for defeat rivals. Okay.
Polo se kada puto.
He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others.
Kala to fole. Pale wala papa. Can boof.
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe.
Can boof. Erim denken alvese ane. Volo matati.
The Myriad were placed here to fulfill a certain purpose, chosen to unite the tribes and take control of their destiny. The tribes need a firm hand guiding them into the future.
On scumbag.
Kala to fole. Wa pala misa. Saramoto.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war.
Karamoti. Polo se kada puto.
They might bring them war, but they'll never take away their inner. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Okay.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, WUNG-FU and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Porote na.
Tingnan naman
You
po.
both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks.
Porote nat. Ohohotin na. Schleine forrot na mika.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
All the goose are gonna head echt.
Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again.
Vlade tik.
They passed the point of no return as their words lost power and see no other way forward than using violence to combat.
Kala to fole.
Seeing you brings back his memories of the old.
Vlade tik. Kala to fole.
Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the great.
Der genken alle de ba. Palam when denke.
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul. And
Wa pala misa.
anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help.
Gueremba. Wa pala misa.
Even though it's now a different place from a different time, it is a place that'll make.
Nakahato kaaway diri ah. Pass through the cave. Take a layo pa day.
Better beware, that's a monk up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled.
What? Dali, reload oy.
Chop, chop.
Oh shit. Okay. Hey. Oh shit.
It's starting
Stop.
to add up. time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
Hey, pa-wash out for Famiro.
Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. In the wind.
Flashback na sad.
Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop says he always does better whenever he leaves failure behind. He's happy his good mood is in. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He understands WUNG-FU is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done, and he thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored.
Atay, labay na ron. Kaatay.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it? At least you learned that you'll drown if you don't swim.
Kaatay.
But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try too hard. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something.
Atay.
Minalagi mamuru.
You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go.
Amun.
The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that WUNG-FU is in your blood.
Amun.
You should know, practice makes perfect.
Ferena masalapu. Amun.
You have to keep working on it if you want to be good at it.
Ariaroche nui mumera.
She'll see you at the village square.
Ritsentede. Gendrana mala.
She says that's good. With a passion.
Mate Muma.
Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. His only interest when creating is that what he comes up with is actually useful. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on.
Julie, not now.
He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some.
Ah, okay. Taban kitang mo maron.
Well, I value by you.
He wonders what usefulness you found. He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left lying around on the ground. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you... He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Akan eh. Pagani.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of WUNG-FU is more than enough for anyone. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Gendrana mala.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone.
Gone?
She won't live forever, you know that. But she intends to make the most of every day she gets, especially the ones you share together. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
Okay.
Then start by meeting her on the village square and take it from there. She knows you're a free spirit, always on the move.
Copy. Oh, ano yung distraction? Ay, sus, narapong tulo. Yatay.
They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are.
Popolo.
You'll have to face pain at some point. He offers to help.
Stop. Ikaw kabalo mo dodge? Iyo.
Urasa turut.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Aplitonumuta. Urasa turut.
If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right.
Dere.
The most important thing is that you're okay.
Kialdo male kanoro tono.
It's time to focus on your training now.
Taifanamenuma amun.
She said it before. WUNG-FU will keep you.
Okay. Gana huwag mga distractions eh.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best.
Ja, waksandonya ina mahamala.
Seeing you always puts a
Popsy.
smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling.
Wa,
Training with Muma will make you feel better. It always...
tre, yada.
He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training.
Kalba.
He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for your...
Ki?
He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabric.
Full na sad.
Ikanisala vai.
He's curious to see what you found.
Intabadanj.
He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left forgotten.
Shondaremaya.
He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle.
Dakatnyo umumwa.
Ay, nato.
Guga.
Says at least dirty hands are proof that you tried, and that counts. That you failed this time doesn't mean you can't.
Zatuna.
He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Jacket. Hit armor. Patch plate. Hit plate. Something lang. Ano lang?
Uvuksut iskualiaan, joskava.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Tidlo.
Agrees.
Tidlo.
You should take it with you. Wear it to practice.
Tsif lafea nuch.
He's sure your Muma will forgive you for not wearing.
Echine.
He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
Arialoche nui mumera.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Urasa durut.
Hopes you're...
Urasa durut. Kanorota.
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much,
Kanamunta. Kanamunta.
Okay.
but there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
Kuri kumbala muma.
That's a good attitude as long as you keep...
Cute.
Katja toppolutta.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Arigato.
Kamonu.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Antoro. Monibasa.
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Whip.
Tukonda. Andro.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Trovalo.
That's why...
Guiding star. Wait, hold up. Wait.
Catching.
Haha.
Kalino.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Kamonu.
Figuring that out is half the fun.
Dere can't see.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Drumblele marsamawudu.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Drumblele marsamawudu.
Says it's not a record keeper, more like
Companion.
a companion.
Okay.
Kanorota.
Everything ends, both good and bad. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop you from setting the world on fire.
Ah, ni jump lagi.
Antoro.
Oh, wala day.
Can't see.
Okay, so
Your
nag-O1
Muma
tapos
urges
nagsunog
you
agad.
to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire.
Wait. Ay,
That's
in-hotel.
just adding
No!
fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Faster.
Ansonvara.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight LUPA-LUPIN. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Dagan lang.
Monibasa.
There's nowhere to run to this time. The time has come to stand and fight.
Abli tonuluta.
Ako siguro nga mamatay.
Ruhemutun.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen.
Asana yotutupu.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has finally caught up.
We'll fight together.
Kaketoputa. Ferena masalapu.
She loves how brave you are, but she can't be worrying about you while she fights. This is her.
Ay, wow. Kabida sad.
Past came to haunt the present.
Agay. Sige. Okay.
You must go through fire and water to make it out of here.
Ang nagilabay noon.
Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Ay, in-hotel ni sunod pag yung buang. Ay, pas. Oh shit. Pas og langoy mo ma. Oh, morag hapon. Agoy.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about.
Tagilabay oy.
What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal, in their memory.
Patay.
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Look.
The tribe's caught a fluffy hop. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose.
What? Hindi ka naman dodge. Isugat pa gud. Stop. Agay gisugat pa gid. Tamok ba nimo?
You gave them no choice but to take it down, even though they'd planned to take the Fluff Hulk out to the Farfnaki leaves and let it go.
Nakakipatay naman mo.
They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there.
Nebe peppapia.
You should hurry there and help them best the outpost.
Päivänydse.
Not really. It's west of Bricktown. You can spot Gizmo's chug yard from the hill it resides.
That's Gizmo. At wala yung loot? Biomutant. Nakugma.
Look, an emergency box from the old days when you needed to pack a punch to survive. Wow, bet that knuck makes a tight fist.
Oh. WUNG-FU. Ooh. Okay.
Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it?
special WUNG-FU state?
It's hot on.
Top.
Now that's a flesh wound.
Goofy. Cosa ha detto?
That's for someone a little bit more advanced.
Serioso? Today. Ah, nara.
Not seasoned enough to handle that.
Is that? Side quest.
That notice board, filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done with it. Well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in those days, and there was plenty of space. Get done with one place, you just... There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not... So many leaves on so many things. This corner of the world is called Bricktown.
Noted. Saging.
Let's see. Never thought I'd see a clothes soaker from the long gone again. It's an up cleaner of unwash, the clean-cut way to unstain garb. You need to get the pegs lined up to get the clothes soaker rolling. Just a few moves left. Make them count. You really put a spin on it.
Cut out. Level 5 yapon.
Go see what you can see in this fresh day. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board. But Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that Mekton of his. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers out of here. Big
Chugger-chuggers.
machines on rails with smokestacks that fouled the air. The rail...
Hey.
You're on the right track. Keep it.
Outtrain chugga chugga. What the heck? Okay. It's gonna... Oh, what?
Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have studied looting instead of playing around with sprockets.
Wait. Oh shit.
Bomber bonkers busy around banging the door. This is your chance.
Okay, ikaw na lang. Oh, what? No.
Breathe deeper. Nice topper. This box once tailed a chugga-chugga. Now it's just off track. Look at that, right in the chug yard. Follow the rails and you'll find all sorts of little treasures scattered all over the place. Of course not, but they get you closer to wherever you might want to go. Good work finding that track. They can teach you so much about the world. Keep looking for more.
Ora dito. Ah, rocket.
The plague that's
No.
ruining the land
Stop.
needs to be stopped.
Ah!
Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this
Stop.
back to Earth.
Eta. Oh,
Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end. In flames. Let's see.
biocontaminated. Okay. Atay.
It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past.
Up and down elevator. Sama ni.
The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin.
Huwag hapon siya nagbago.
I need to brush up on my
Gizmo.
Rondo, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle.
Yeah, kato.
Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal. He hopes you remember that one time he taught you to upcycle.
Nag-flashback pa gani.
Gizmo says he also has re-memories from the long gone, but unlike you, he doesn't think of the past, for it's gone. He understands history made LUPA-LUPIN a big part of your past, your present, and soon. You still believe there's some good in everyone. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you.
Oh, bench gapon.
Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but urges you to keep them under control. You've witnessed firsthand what it'll lead to.
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
Wait.
Sometimes your gut is flat out wrong.
Don't ever doubt yourself. You are number one.
Even the dark knows you're better than this.
Stick with me. We'll rule the world.
Would like to know if you ever doubt the choices you made on the path that brought you to this point. Would you have been happier going in a different direction? Suppose hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seem so centered and so seeking. Thinks that's more than most are. It's hard to keep to a path like that. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. He can't leave the underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone. So you need to salvage scrap to upcycle.
Salvage
You
the
should
set.
return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mecton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff.
Jumbo puff.
That's what he decided to call it after he saw it for the first time. It's big and fluffy. That's accurate enough. If you can see past the blue color, that is.
Somewhat light. Somewhat light.
Save your...
Go on some. Yeah. No, 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 no. Oh shit.
There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for.
Wait.
Feeling so much better.
What the heck? Epox. Epoxia? Oh, what the heck? Oh. Ah, never mind. Anak ko kwaon. No, 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 no. Pagdali. Ay, di puta.
All new frontier.
No, nga no. Why? Ah.
Cut off from the surface, this isn't too bad.
Ah. Okay. Hold on, hapit na. Punyeta, hapit na unta.
A few moments later.
Secret that keeps unfolding. Excellent balance.
Hapit na. Wait, asa man dito? Reach the door. But how? Liposuction. Okay.
Can't suck in enough wind.
Okay.
He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun, and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. He made a suction device so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jungle. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts.
Get some next.
It's a little feisty and tough critter, a perfect fit for a live ammunition, if you ask him.
Okay. Can you? Okay.
The grease monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Tomorrow's already gone.
Hey, sorry.
Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster.
Estamos por el mío.
Just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world.
Wait, what?
The hours fly by in the dark. That over there is Steepo Deep, the cliffside that Moo hangs on to.
Saan pag-exit? Ah, okay.
Struggle is real.
Hold up.
Can't rely on technology all the time.
Botse. Immo.
Book.
Uven vedse mjavov, badja analome.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be.
Ikaya maravka.
Says a monster hunter hears many things on the wind.
Amanka.
Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes.
Si logo partinea fales.
Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make.
Okay.
You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss.
Dakadnio umumwaka.
When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies.
Sarevanyat sap vaksan intabadan kamaglai.
Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to... Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones. He's afraid you're just as stubborn as them.
Badayan analove.
But enough of that, right?
Daremayak badayan analove. Jamakuda horedatunka.
He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed. He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short. Says as big as they are, the world is bigger. To find where they are, you need to see where they've been. Moog says, fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big. There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes. Says it's not far at all. Fortunately for you, the squips seem to have acclimatized themselves to the otherwise
What? Yeah.
Let's see.